What's going on, Mavericks? As we know, yesterday was Mother's Day, and I did some thinking last night, and I really analyzed and really thought about some of the biggest lessons that my mother has taught me. So today, I'd like to share 3 of those lessons with you. Our mother figures, whoever they may be in our lives, they are without a doubt the biggest motivational and inspirational rock stars in our life. In those moments of doubt and pain in life, those moments where life is really getting to us, we can always turn to our mothers or our mother figures for words of encouragement, for support, all coded with true, genuine love. So today, I'd like to share 3 lessons that my mother has taught me that I think can help you as much as they've helped me, and really that I think that can help the world in the time that we're at right now. The first lesson I'd like to talk about is the lesson of sacrifice. This was a lesson that my mother didn't teach me verbally, rather she taught me through action. All of our mother figures teach us the lesson of sacrifice through action. For example, when I was born, my mother put her education on hold. She put her education on hold and her dreams on hold so that she could raise my brothers and I. I'm proud to say that she graduated last year. Congratulations, Mom, I'm very proud of you. But she put that on hold for a long time. And the reason was she wanted to provide everything that she could. She's always provided everything that she could. If she had more, she would give more. And what I noticed through that is what sacrifice really is it's putting something larger than yourself before yourself. And we need to make sacrifices to really accomplish anything larger than ourselves in life. Maybe you want to be healthier. You want to get in shape. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to choose not to eat junk food. You're going to have to choose to spend time exercising rather than hanging out or playing video games. Maybe you have a financial goal. Maybe you want to move out of your parents' house, or maybe you want to buy a house. You're going to have to make financial sacrifices of choosing not to purchase things you want so that you can save for something larger. Sacrifice is a really important virtue, and it's really difficult. The reason that it's really difficult is you're putting yourself, you're putting your own pleasures, your own wants aside for something greater. It can be for other people. It could be great dreams or goals for yourself. But in order to accomplish anything really worth having in life, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And for me, sacrifices are very difficult. It's really hard. You're choosing to not do what you want. And a lot of times you're choosing not to do the easy thing. You're choosing to work harder, to be disciplined, and to do the right thing so that you can achieve something greater, whether it be raising kids, financial goals, whatever it is. And what happens is when we are challenged with making sacrifices, because they are very difficult, we can always turn and think, if Mom did it, so can I. And that's really the example she set for me. And really what keeps me pushing myself is just knowing that if I make sacrifices, in the end, it will be worth it. So that first lesson is sacrifice. The second lesson I'd like to talk about is finding silver linings in life. When I was growing up, anytime I ever faced adversity, anytime I was faced with a challenge or any type of difficulties, my mother had one phrase that would make all my problems shrink and actually turn my problems into personal growth and valuable experiences. She would always say to me, she would say, Alex, everything happens for a reason. You may not know that reason today, but 4 or 5 months down the road, when you look back, you'll be able to discover a reason, a value, and the reason for why it happened in your life and how it helped you grow. Still to this day, it's how I keep peace of mind. When I'm going through those really difficult times, I ask myself, what do I need to learn? What can I take away from this, and how can I attribute that to being a better person? And in life, silver linings are really important because it impacts your perspective. If you don't find silver linings in life and you're not looking at things and trying to see how they make you grow, life is going to seem unfair. You sit there, you think it's unfair, bad things happen to you, life sucks. But when you look at silver linings, you understand that life is trying to help you grow. Life is trying to teach you something. You see, bad things happen because we don't learn lessons from good things. We celebrate good things. But when bad things happen, there's a lesson for us to learn, and there's an opportunity for us to grow. So that second lesson is finding silver linings in life. The third lesson I learned from my mother, and probably the most important, is being an asset to society. Growing up, my mother always told me she had one goal. She made these sacrifices. She worked so hard. She gave me and my brothers everything that she could because she had one goal. She wanted to raise sons that would be assets to society. Good, honest, hardworking people, and that when they had the ability to, they would give back to others. This is probably the most important thing, and the way that I learned this lesson through my mother was a weird way. I learned it through what made her proud. You see, my mother's never been proud of how much money I have, how many materialistic things I have, whatever my popularity is. And when your mother figure is proud of you, you know it. You see it in their eyes, you hear it in your voice. My mother's always been proud of me when I was a good friend, when I was a good big brother, when I did the right thing, when I worked really, really hard and really, really tried and accomplished something. She's always been proud of me for being a good person. And the reason that is a really important lesson is because that's all that matters in life. At the end of the day, we're all going to be gone sometime. We're not going to be remembered for the car we drove, or how much money we had, or how many followers we had online. You're going to be remembered by how you made people feel. What impact did you have? Were you a good person or were you a bad person? And that's what you're going to be remembered by. And that really is one of the most important lessons she ever taught me, is to just be a good, genuine human being. No matter what's going on, no matter where I'm at in life, make the right decisions, be honest, and work hard. And that right there is really the key to happiness and the key to a happy life. I wanted to make sure that I shared all these lessons with you. The reason is as you know, we're going through a pandemic right now. And with that being said, life is really stressful and really hard right now for all of us. Right now, more than ever, we need lessons from our mother figures. We need to be using those. We need to make sacrifices. We need to choose the goal that's greater than ourselves, which is getting through this. And this is going to require us to make sacrifices, maybe not doing the things that we want to do or not having the pleasures that we have in life. Ask yourself, what can I do to be part of the solution? How can I be an asset to society? Every single one of us plays a part in this. You're either part of the solution or part of the problem. So you can choose to be an asset to society and be part of that solution. No matter how big or small, maybe it's just putting on a mask, something as simple as that. And finally, this is a really stressful time right now. And if you're stressed out, try to find a silver lining. The silver lining for me is time. Right now, I have more time than I've ever had in my entire life. All of us do. Life is pretty much slowed down. It's not as chaotic as it once was. It is the perfect time to analyze our lives. Am I happy with the life that I've been living? Or would I like to make changes? Because right now is a perfect time to make changes. It's a perfect time to create new routines, to educate yourself on all different types of things. Ask yourself, who do you want to be when this is over? I'd like to thank my mother and mother figures everywhere for all that you do and for raising all of us. And to my mom, Mom, I love you. Thank you for helping create me into who I am and giving me everything that you could. Without you, none of this would be possible. So thank you.